time zones, it's your bird, Haven the Raven, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2 Ladle only. I think I'm gonna attempt Shrine of Amana again a few times before I make any actual commitment. Hello to everyone. Suck Farmer, Moongazer, Mealy, how y'all doing? And thank you for all the redeems, Suck Farmer. My pronouns for today are they, them. Yeah, I'm actually...
Bearer of the curse.
Ah! That's fair. That is fair. Sorry to hear that you hate your job. Okay, I just completely lost sound for a second there. Oh boy. 3 and... Ow! 8. One, two, three. I'm gender fluid, Mealy, so yeah, my pronouns change every day. There have been oh, come on. There have been some unfortunate days where I've actually had my pronouns change literally every 5 minutes. Some days good, some days bad. Fair enough, fair enough. I take it that today is one of the latter. Yeah, Fen is thirsty. Well, he was just outside munching on some snow, so I don't know why he's thirsty. Baby boy, you ate all the snow. There is no snow left in the world because of you. Okay, that's a lie. But yeah, I let him outside, and he was... and then I went to the bathroom, and then I come back... And he loves to eat the snow. But, I come back and my dog's normally black and brown muzzle is bright white. Yeah, it is like drinking water, I would imagine. Oh, yep. Are you joking? Fen used to do that too, actually. I think that's just a puppy thing. Fen, what are you doing? Hey, away from there. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 you didn't... Don't look so guilty. He sat down staring at me. Moongazer, how you doing? Ma'am! Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Before anyone asks, Fen is allowed to have the cardboard that he's chewing on. Are you joking? Oh dear. So, Shrine of Amana is one of those areas where, honestly, I should probably grind it. I forget about you because you don't always trigger. But I don't feel like it. And I know it is possible to get through without grinding it. I have done it multiple times in the past. I don't think I've ever actually grinded the Shrine of Amana. I would like to actually move, thank you. There we go. Some progress over last time, or at least my last time today. Okay, so I can't actually go so far back that you de-aggro, it's just a long, long while. That is actually really good to know. Grinding the entire shrine would take, like, forever. Honestly. Which is why I don't really want to do that. I haven't even actually done the hard part yet. Cool, and now I go back for you. Really? One, two, eight. Oh yeah, definitely drive safely. One, two, three, four. I could go inside and grab the stuff. I should go inside and grab the stuff. Alright. Come on, I want to lure you inside the house. Are you joking? Come on. One, two, three. Okay, there we go. And now I want to try something else, because if I can actually get them to focus on an alluring skull, that will actually save me so much time. Come on, come on. Damn it. Yeah, Fen is... Well, he stopped, but until he destroys them, he is allowed to have cat food cans. Okay, so the alluring skull doesn't work. Unfortunately. I got close that time, though. Yeah, he's only allowed to have that stuff because he doesn't actually swallow small things. Or at least small things that aren't cloth. If it's cloth, all bets are off, which is why we chase him down every time he gets a sock. But plastic or metal? Nah, he just leaves shrapnel all over the house. Come on, die. Hey! Ow. One, two, three... Where? It was this guy. This guy doesn't always the one that doesn't always trigger always catches me off guard when it does. Alright, I can go all the way back here to de-aggro you. Okay. Now for you. I hate the fact that the alluring skulls don't work. Ow. Amber herb, okay, okay. I know you're in here. Aw, you re-aggroed. A shame, a shame. What do you mean that hit? Roll, we roll. Radiant Life Gem, okay. Actually, hang on. How many... Okay, I don't have a lot of large Titanite shards. I have a bunch of Twinkling Titanite, though. Which means it might be worth... leveling, the Sunset Staff. And then I want you gone. Because Sunset Staff will actually buff Dark Weapon more, I think. Especially if I get it dark infused. There we go. Come on. One, two, three. There we go. That is not good. Not possible here. But it is possible here, okay. Come on, come on, come on. In the house, in the house, in the house. You can't hit me in the house. There we go. Really? Or you can do this. That works too. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then I should actually be able to rush the mage. Because the other one is over there. Or wait, is there two over there? I can't tell. I think there's only one. No, there's two. Okay, so you're not gonna move from there for now. Will the alluring skull work at this point? It will not. Okay. Is it possible for me to trigger one of you? Yes, kind of. I might actually be able to trick one of them into falling off. If I go around this way. Come on, in the house, in the house. Good boy. Okay. Oh, you actually got in the house. There we go. Okay, so alluring skulls don't work in the Shrine of Amana. However, the house is a good point once you know where you can drop down from. Or, well, climb back up from. And I'm just going to follow the bloodstains. I can come back out for the stuff around here once I actually get the bonfire. One, two, three. Run away! Yeah, it looks like I'm rushing Demon a Song. Or, well, not rushing, but going to be attempting. Perhaps I should be more worried about that one than I am. But the big thing with Demon of Song is that it has similar hitbox shenanigans to Freya and Looking Glass Knight. Oh, damn it. Just want this. Why are you giving me something that doesn't even work in this place? I could technically rush over there, but I don't want to. I think I will eventually, but not right now. At the moment, I need to go back to Majula. I think we're going to be running the repair sorcery for this one, or does the repair sorcery work on my armor? If not, then I'm going to have a bunch of repair powder equipped. Pardon? Repair everything. I am going to reinforce. Okay, I need 22 to even use that. I could use Bone Staff, but I don't have anything else that wants Twinkling Titanite, so Sunset Staff is actually going to be better, particularly if I go and imbue my weapon with Dark. Yeah, Let's press on and then I can come back for the loot I missed. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? We wait. Okay. I know repair works on the ladle, so I'll use that. I'll use it when I know. The ladle is about to die. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind, I'll use it now. It does work on... armor. But I'm definitely gonna want repair powder. Damn it. I should... okay. Okay. It doesn't affect rings. So I'm in a very unique situation here, where my best bet is probably going to be to go no armor against these things. I'm genuinely considering at the very least getting rid of that big thing, because the big thing actually blocks the tunnel. Back to Majula. If the big guy wasn't there, I think I would actually be fine to just run through. But the big guy blocks the tunnel, so you can't do that. Repair. Oh no. Chloranthy, I think, is the most important. So since I'm gonna be grinding those things to death anyway, we're gonna just take off all my rings and my armor. We are naked soup. Yeah, those enemies... Like, my ladle breaking isn't actually that big of an issue because, well... That's the whole reason we have the Mundane Stone. It's everything else breaking that's a problem. Because my rings are a good portion of my damage. Or, well, they're not my damage, but my survivability. And in tests of endurance, you need survivability. Because at the end of the day, the ladle is a test of endurance. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I do not blame anyone that grinds that guy. I'm certainly doing it right now just to make my life easier. One, two, three, four. I'm finding ways in which this game is easier for me in melee, and ways that it was easier for me as a mage. Oh dear. Well, that's the whole point of the Mundane Stone. The Old Mundane Stone makes it so that your weapon it scales with your lowest stat, but even broken can do damage. It's only not insignificant because I have everything. Like, look at that level. Oh, and ads. But for example, Freya was much more difficult, and I do mean much more difficult for me as a mage. Part of it is that I never thought to actually keep a lit torch in that fight. So the spiderlings I had to clear out every single time. But part of it is her hitboxes. That is much more manageable in melee. Looking Glass Knight was honestly more annoying with a ladle. Ow. And honestly, most other bosses haven't really changed all that much. Same level of difficulty. But Freya and this section are the two big ones. Rest, leave. Two, three, four. I declare a ladle war. Soup. Soup, why did you not hit? worst part is I'm actually not getting an insignificant amount of souls from this. Ad break ends in about half a minute. Nice. It's not like they're missing much. One, two, three, four. I want to know why this one doesn't attack. Like, it just sits there and blocks your path, and I would like to know why. There we go. Bash your brains in. Or bash your rocks in. What are these things actually? Like, they're adorable. I thought so in the third game when they poisoned me. But what are they? I haven't really thought about it beyond they're cute. Possibly. I'll admit that my few experiences with stink bugs have had me cautiously warning a classmate that she had one on her hijab. Like, it was just sitting on her head. So, and then we were trying not to panic, but to get that thing outside so that we didn't wind up with the entire classroom smelling like stink bug. I wasn't exactly paying too much attention to what the stink bug looked like. And it was actually the teacher that was like, yeah, that's a stink bug. I might legitimately have enough to level after this. What? Soup? Soup, why? One, two, three, four. Die. Like, these guys are not giving me an insignificant amount of souls. This might actually be a legit good thing. And I think I am going to just level intelligence early this time so I can use Sunset Staff. Although, do I I'll check that after, but I don't think I have a Dark Knight Stone, unfortunately. But a Dark Ladle... Or, well, a Dark Staff buffing the Ladle with dark damage might actually be a huge damage boost. Because dark damage absolutely wrecks this game. Might also be worthwhile to see about, like, a flame weapon or something. Okay, you don't have any... Raw stone. Okay, I do not have a Dark Knight Stone. I don't even know where I'd get one beyond maybe trading with the crows. Oh, hey! And they maxed out my life gems for me. Okay, how much more do I need to level anyway? Only about 3,000. Alright. Well, this is turning into a profitable side path. Of course, I need, like, 5,000 or 6,000 if I want to also up my, or repair my stuff. So glad I didn't decide to do this on Covenant of Champions. This run on Covenant of Champions would have sucked. But hang on, how many Ascetics do I have? 4. Okay, I might want to hold off on farming bosses until I can get a renewable supply of those. I might legitimately want to just rush through to Giant Lord. Because I'm concerned about unlocking Dark Lurker, as I am right now. Broom Tower is definitely, or well, probably doable. Strangely enough, I'm less worried about Fume Knight than I am literally the entire rest of the tower. Well, for the most part, Broom Tower is just going to be me running through. I will admit that aside from a couple of spots, I don't actually stop and fight stuff. Because Broom Tower has a lot of enemies. But if I wind up liking repair and dark weapon in fights, then Broom Tower is going to be pretty important because the crown of the Old Iron King actually restores some of your spellcasts. Again with the full inventory. Hi, why did you follow me all the way down here? Aren't you supposed to stay cuddled with the big guy? Just because I'm not allowed to do damage with anything other than the ladle doesn't mean I can't use anything other than the ladle. Okay, cool. This is probably the Okay, this is probably like the last time then. But the reason Giant Lord is actually such a good boss to farm isn't even because of the amount of souls it drops and how easy he is to kill. It's because there's a bonfire ascetic right in that room. So it is literally an infinite grinding spot. As long as you don't use your ascetics elsewhere, it is literally an infinite grinding spot if you go up against, if he is Giant Lord. Okay, so... with that, shoot, what was, my fourth ring is Ring of Binding. Okay, and then we're gonna swap that out for the Sunset Staff. I'm pretty sure I can still light roll. Like, what is my... yeah. Let's repair my stuff. What do you mean I need 66 or 6,600? One moment. That's not bad, actually. I need 700 more souls. Don't mind me just cycling through a list of single enemies that I can kill repeatedly. There's one over here. I have the most random of memories. Like, I will not remember things that I have been taught in school, but I will remember, like, that this guy is all alone on the path to the Old Iron King. And he dropped enough souls. I actually somewhat surprised my sister with a bit of random memory yesterday. I've mentioned this before, but Mimsy and I both play a game called Genshin Impact. It's a pretty big one, so you've probably heard of it. But she was trying to find... She was trying to get a weapon up to max level. And she was having trouble remembering... Unfortunately, you know... Fair enough, fair enough. It's not for everyone, and I freely admit that. I would say it's a guilty pleasure, but the lore is actually interesting. But she was having trouble finding enemies, because in order to upgrade stuff to, or a weapon to the max level in that game, on top of everything else you need, you also need to, or, well, on top of like the actual materials to level it up, you need to go and get enemy drops. And she could not, for the life of her, find the last Sisson mage she needed, because the game will only actually track a couple of them. I just off the top of my head happened to remember where there was a Sisson Mage location, and it baffled her. Come on. I need to get rid of you because you actually will just chase me. Wait, what? We did end up having to look up another Sisson Mage location because she was literally missing one more after that. But it was still funny just to see her eyes go wide when I teleport, run up, and... Hey! Sisson Mage.
I'll be around.
Anyway.
Well,
You do not have what I want, unfortunately.
no.
Alright, anyway, back to Shrine of Amana for Demon of Song. I could go around and collect all of the stuff in this arena. Fuck. But I don't feel like it. Okay. So, I actually did not know there was a drop there. Lessons learned. Lessons were learned today. Lessons were, in fact, learned. My guy. My guy, no. She is her legs look mangled, actually. Like, her face looks human, but the rest of her looks like she's been hollowed. Okay. What? Oh dear. You know, I've never actually seen this thing's full moveset. I should probably learn its moves. What are you doing? Come on. That was dumb of me. That was dumb of me. Okay, so I definitely do more damage against this thing with the dark buff. Which is good to know. I have to wonder if that holds for if the ladle breaks. But I also have no intentions of testing that out against a boss fight. Okay. And then you. Because I can just rush in here. Like, that death was entirely on me. I got greedy. Okay, come on. Okay, what are you gonna do now? Oh dear. Yeah, it's not like I do a ton less damage without the buff, but I still do less damage without the buff, which could add up eventually. There we go. Okay, come on. Oh boy. There we go. Like I said, I died that first time because I got greedy. Ooh! That is a lot of souls. I am actually going to go down... Yeah, Demon of Song is not a boss to really be concerned about. I'm actually going to go down... Let's actually do this. Oh dear. That's an image. Alright, into the crypt. I'll come back out and do that up section, but I really don't want to lose these souls. Time to go trigger Aldia. I did actually remember this time that Aldia is going to ambush me. I don't know why I keep forgetting that Aldia exists when I'm doing the 4 Great Souls. But I keep forgetting Aldia exists when I do the 4 Great Souls. Yep. Can you just say your piece, please? You don't have to... Yeah. Okay, so... I believe it was here. There we go. I knew there was one of those in here. I just couldn't remember where. And I believe you actually end up attacked if you run around this or with additional things attacking you, if you run around this place with a torch. Alright, I want that. And then I'm actually gonna go around and get some loot. I want from you this. Oh, I should probably also hit up the crows. Because I have a bunch of smooth and silky stones. And those, I think, can actually turn into blacksmithing materials. Or, well, be traded for blacksmithing materials. The only buff I can give to the staff, aside from actually leveling, is to infuse it with a Dark Night Stone. Dark Night Stones... I'll either get one after Velstadt or...
Yes, you! Give us Silky!
There we go. Divine Blessing. Titanite Chunk. Cracked Red Eye Orb. Blue Eye Orb, and... Hey, Dark Night Stone! Okay. Not worth it. But Dark Night Stone should actually increase how much my staff buffs how much damage my staff gives to dark weapon. I need something quick to kill that I can gauge damage against. I think it's back to Iron Keep for a DPS test. And then I need to check how much... So it is currently a 20-point buff. Normally, I believe. 344. $357. Okay. Now I break the ladle and try again. I am snoozing the ads for now. Because I don't want to see that. Because there's going to be times where I can't actually rely on the ladle. Or, well, I can't rely on repair to keep my ladle fine. So I should definitely check how much damage, if it gets buffed at all, when broken. Before I spend the souls, I should check that. I should also wait for the buff to go away before I actually head down the ladder. Or do that. That works too. Because I think that it does actually buff stuff if, even when it's broken, but... Okay, 309. Okay, yep, definitely still buffs. And now I go back up and imbue the dark staff, or the sunset staff, with the Dark Night Stone. I'll have to go to McDuff for this one. The reason I'm using this guy specifically is because I know that he actually can survive a hit or two. Some of the stuff from earlier, while it may be easier to reach, is also easier to kill. It's not a proper DPS test if it dies in one hit regardless. Okay. That is not what I meant to do. Infuse. Dark Knight. Repair. And I will probably not be coming back to you ever again unless I decide to power stance, and that would require me getting a second Old Mundane Stone anyway. Okay. So, shoot. It was, what, 328? $344, okay. Okay, that's interesting. It actually didn't do anything. Granted, there's a bunch of different factors that could have contributed to that, but it is good to know that the buff actually isn't impacted by how dark my staff is. Because that was the same number. I wonder what the buffs in this game actually scale on, then. I should actually also go talk to Rosabeth, because she might have Flame Weapon, and if she does, that could be worthwhile to have on hand for cases like Vendrick, I believe, where, I believe it's Vendark, or definitely Velstadt, where they're resistant to dark.
I'm it. You evil. Theo?
You do not have that.
Be safe.
Do I have flame weapon? No. Why do I get the feeling that flame weapon is an iron cape? Oh well. I'm actually going to go back to Undead Crypt, go backwards, and go up through that basilisk section. Because the basilisk section actually has a rather important NPC. If you have no human effigies and are hollow, she will make you human. That is incredibly useful. Because it means I don't have to worry terribly much about Dark Lurker, or about not having any left after Dark Lurker. There we go. Do one and the two, and I believe you are not a mimic. I'm a little more cautious with hitting the wooden chests because I know for a fact that those can get smashed. I should clear out this area before I forget to. I believe this door only opens if you're hollow. Oh dear. Wasn't paying attention? Oh well. I believe there's pyromancers up ahead, so I definitely want my ladle to be dark. Okay. Hi. Oh dear, you're actually quite a problem. Because you like to spam that. That can explode on its own. I don't care. Are you joking? Okay, come on. There we go. you.
Milfanite, mine too. We sing eternally. We have the little one, and this. You silently.
There we go.
Do you see? You take this. This is the little ones and the great. This. The little ones will. We this.
She looks like she herself is glowing when viewed from the right angle. Pretty. Fine, I'll grab this. If you're gonna be that much of a... What? One, two... Oh, not... You know what? Fuck it. Oh, wrong direction. Or, no. Come on. There we go. And then I think there is actually something also over here. Yeah. There we go. Ascetic! Yes! Ow. Oh well, I'm not coming back for that. There's... Actually, in Central Castle Drang Lake, there is actually something I want. Because just before King's Pass is the elevator. Even if I don't intend to use the ring, I do want to let this poor lady free. This castle feels really lifeless. Even... I highly doubt that it was all that grand beforehand. Just gray walls. Ugh. There you go. Yeah, that ring is, I think, pretty useless outside of, like, PvP. Yeah, that ring is useless except for aesthetics. However, nobody deserves that. That lady was very clearly terrified. Nope. We don't go through the horse-headed night room. Okay, so... there's a couple different pieces of loot I can get from Roy's resting place. First... I should collect this. There we go. Yeah, this section, there's a reason I didn't want to do it before Demon of Song. I don't think I can even see the enemies in the water. Which is a bother. One, two, three, four. There we go. There is also a, okay. We're gonna go back this way. Because I am not about to fight two of you. In the deep water. One of you wants to come and play, that's fine. But I'm not about to fight two. Really? There we go. Alright, you all the way back there needs to come over here. Oh, that bitch. And you don't actually attack. Your only purpose is to heal. Which actually makes you the most dangerous, but also the most easily avoided. You can live. I've got that over there. I've got the damn Estes shard, which that's going to be a nightmare to get. What else? What else? Oh, right, that. Soul of a Hero and Divine Blessing. Do I want what's over there? I should probably take out the Dragon Rider on the small bridge, too. Come on. Sometimes you just gotta trade. What are you doing, my guy? Come on. Absolutely not. You do not get to go to the healer. Okay, so... Nope. Come on. Into the cave. Come on, you bastard, get into the cave. Ow. No, 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 no. We don't do that here. What do you mean that hit me from the side? One, two, three, and a 4. Radiant Life Gem. Cool. I think I should probably take out that guy right there before I attempt this over this way. Because there are 2 of you. Come on, follow me. Sometimes Dark Souls 2's lack of aggro walls is actually a huge boon. Because it means that you can pretty much pick your own battlefield at any point. Come on. Your lady isn't that difficult to take out if I can get rid of you first. Shrine of Amana really is not that bad of an area. You just have to be careful not to do it all at once. One, two, three, four. Okay. Well, that happened. Come on. Nice try. Hello, ogre. Come on. I absolutely despise your kind. How did I know you were gonna do that? Come on. Nice try. Yes, the ogre just sat on me. How you doing, Asta? Oh my. There we go. I don't care how big the ogre's behind is. Well, that's a lie. I care how big it is when it's coming towards me at lethal speeds. But, yes. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. How are you? It's been a while. I should probably go back to Majula. Or actually, yeah, Majula. What? Asta, you need to take breaks. Oh. Hello, Floran. How you doing? Well, oh wait, you're lurking. Lurkies is not a command, but thank you anyway. I question very much. Okay, I think there's one more ring I can buy from Shalquar. Not that it would actually do me any good, it's just to get these souls out of my inventory so I don't lose them. Because I'm going after the Estus shard. This is a bad idea, I know it's a bad idea. Oh wait, there's two. This one's more expensive though. Which suits my needs just nicely. You definitely don't want to try coming from Roy's resting place with the Estus shard. You already have enough to deal with all this stuff. It's better to... It is honestly better to take the more turret route, or the turrety route. The reason I say that getting the Estus Shard is a bad idea is because if anything is going to force me to despawn anything in Shrine of Amana, it's the Estus Shard. Fair enough, fair enough. Do what you must, Suck Farmer. This Estus Shard requires clearing out the area and some mild platforming. Where are you? I know. There you are. Oh, hello, Atreus. I'm actually not suffering. That's how the suffering is going. It's, not. I actually am having a rather pleasant time. Oh, I'm well aware that's going to change when I actually lock in and go after Dark Lurker. And it's not even Dark Lurker themselves that's going to be the problem, it's going to be getting to them. Well, here's the thing, Atreus. I have actually beaten Shrine of Amana. I'm just coming back for the piece, or for the one piece of loot that I, missed. Which is that damn Estus Shard. Thank you. I don't even know if I can actually use it, because I don't remember what the maximum is for Estus in this game. I think I might have actually already maxed out my flask. But... $12 is max, okay. So then I missed one somewhere. Ow. Because I only have 10. Where could I have... I'm almost willing to bet that it's in the DLCs, because this is usually when I pivot and do Broom Tower. Like, I usually go and at least start one of the DLCs before I tackle Amana. That said, this one will give me an 11th. Okay. So I have to clear out these two mages before I even think about going for the Estus Shard. Probably the little guy lurking in the water, too. Yeah, I should take you out. Because the Estus Shard is that bit of loot you can sort of see sparkling over there. It might not actually have rendered in yet. But it's across that bridge area. And it is annoying. Like that... I will be using Homeward Bone rather than trying to find my way back. It's that bad. Alright, cool. it sat in the wrong direction. Beautiful. I hate the ogre. Generally speaking, well, not generally speaking, because I go after this Estus shard frequently. Oh dear. Damn it! I was hitting dodge and it wasn't dodging. The worst part is, if it wasn't for that ogre, this Estus shard wouldn't even be that bad to get. I am on the wrong thing. But I'm definitely gonna want more Estus going into Velstadt. Velstadt can be a problem. I don't remember where you are, little one. There you are. Come on, come on, come on. Oh dear. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Like, seriously, the rest of Shrine of Amana I'm actually kind of fine with. It's this Estus shard that is just so annoying. No, 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 no. I don't want to die here. But, if there is any part of this place that is going to force me to despawn something in the Shrine of Amana, it is the Estus shard. The rest of this is really not that bad if you're willing to take your time. I imagine this place would be terrible on speedruns. But if you're willing to take your time, it's fine. However, why did you not lock onto the knight? I hate this. No. There we go. Okay, you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because this Estus shard is pretty much exactly halfway between two bonfires. So no matter which one you start from, you're going to have a lot of things to kill. And then on top of that, it is essentially mandatory for you to kill the ogre. The ogre is, without a doubt, the worst part of this. Because you can at the very least sort of sidestep the magic. The ogre chases you, and it is very easy to back you into a corner. Which is a no-no. Like, you will get backed into a corner if you end up, trying to run past the ogre. Which is honestly worse than just fighting it over here. Like, a lot worse. Nice try. Uh-oh. I just want the Estus shard. Because there's actually certain boss... What do you mean that hit me? There's actually a lot of places in this game where Estus is more forgiving than Life Gem. What? What? I have never seen that. Or at least I don't remember that if I have. Bastard. Not good. Okay, and you're done. That was a player? I thought I was getting jumped by another enemy. Okay. I thought I was about to get jumped. Okay, so... yeah, it's to the right. Uh-oh, I need to get away. At least enough to get rid of you. There we go. I forgot that there were some of those around. And this is why I say it is actually a lot worse if you don't take out the ogre. Because you can actually see where you're going. That said, I'm going back to the bonfire. Via bone. Shoot, where did I miss an Estus shard? I should talk to you.
Here to see how it.
I'm pretty sure I've also missed some Sublime Bone Ash. Because I think the max might be like +6 or something. I don't remember. I want to keep these because I want at least one for Dragonary. Okay. I would actually really like to have bright bugs, but you know what? Back to Castle Drangleic, because I think it would be worthwhile to buy some stock from the Chancellor dude. Veliger, I think his name is. Shoot, I can't remember if they pronounce the W as a V or a W. As V or W. I did not need the backstab, but thank you. Oh, right, there's stuff out here too that I never got. I was too busy actually going through the castle. That said, I want those. Because I am going to want the life gems eventually. What was that, Soup? Soup, what was that? Oh, shoot. Glad that I killed that guy. Because these only... 3 of the statues out here are actually knights. Or at least they're pretending to be knights. I don't know the exact lore on that, I just know that they're in disguise and you should be careful. But I do also know that it's only 3. It's the middle one and then the 2 end ones over here. Come on. I'm trying to think, because I think I was pretty thorough. Like, the only places I feel like I could have reasonably missed an Estus shard would be the gutter, but I already got one there. And Iron Keep. I can't remember. Actually, wait. Maybe Earthen Peak. I don't think I was very thorough with Earthen Peak. Or rather, there were a few spots where I know I didn't, Oh, hi. I actually did not know there was a guy here. I just decided to hit it regardless. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, and both of those statues are enemies. There's no point in going in the stairs up past the Chancellor. Yeah, at least not until New Game Plus, because New Game Plus has the double pursuers. I'd be fine with one, but two? That's a little harsh. What am I doing? I should definitely take out Throne Watcher and Throne Defender before I get... Do I want to tackle that before Ashen Mistheart?
Welcome. Tell me. Bonds, be safe.
Because I can't tackle them until I get the King's Ring. But do I want to tackle it before I get Ashen Mistheart? Because Ashen Mistheart unlocks a lot. Or actually, no. No, if I don't want to deal with them and then Nashandra back to back, I have to take them out before I get, before I beat Giant Lord. Okay. Shoot, I can't recall if there is a Estus shard in the crypt. I feel like there's one more past all of this. Or maybe two, because I remember I've come back after a while. Oh, you little... Would you please? Thank you. Oh dear. Oh dearie me, oh dearie me. I don't care about actually beating the crypt today, but I would... like to get the next bonfire and unlock the boss. I think I might be able to run past you. Yeah, the light disturbs the dead in the crypt. I know, I know. I don't intend on making this harder for myself than it already is. There we go. Just wanted this. This bonfire is better to have than the first one. For a bunch of reasons. The least... Are you joking? Well, that happened. That certainly happened. Where are you? I just want the loot. Because I feel like this is going to be one of those areas that actually has an Estus shard in it. And if it does... Oh no. Then I want damn near everything. I want you dead. Because you actually do drop a human effigy, which is huge for me because I need a bunch in order to actually challenge Dark Lurker. Because I can't guarantee... Like, Dark Lurker might legitimately not be possible if I... Oh dear. Don't get good. Because Dark Lurker requires beating 3 areas. Whichever one you enter third is the run back. Or, well, not whichever one you enter third, but after the third one, then whatever one you enter is the run back. Which is why I want to do the Castle Dring like one last. Because that's actually the easiest one. It has the closest bonfire. And I believe the easiest area. Come on, I just need one of you. I don't even want both of you. Alright, so it's left, I think, that leads out. There we go. Cool. And now I can go back and collect the treasure. Yeah, I'm dead. Just kill me. I don't care about surviving, I just want the treasure. Reason I'm not too worried about the souls is because I'm fairly certain. What do you mean I have 8 Twitch updates? Whatever. What was I saying? Oh, right, this stone here. Ow. I think we could technically light that, but I'm not going to. Nice try. But I'm not too worried about souls because I don't think I could even get enough to make it worthwhile before I hit Velstadt. Velstadt is a tough boss. Honestly. I'm probably not even going to bother with a buff against him. Because even if I could actually get the buff to work... Oh dear. Yeah, I think this place is just... What? You know, I'm not curious enough. I am not curious enough with this build. I'll go through and try that some other time, but I am going to just listen to the guy whose entire job is to keep these undead happy. Okay. Uh-oh. You. Couldn't remember. Ascetic, dried fingers, and a twinkling titanite. Okay. I don't care. Where? There. Bracing knuckle ring +2. That, if... That actually wouldn't be all that bad under normal circumstances. Hollow head, so probably... You don't have to have a torch to actually interact with the hollow. It just helps you see where the damn thing is. Or is this a... You know what? I don't care enough. One... Okay. I went left. I think there's like one more alcove I can go into. When I'm down here. Radiant Life Gem, Homeward Bone. Nope, not that. And not that either. Okay. Curiosity sated. Back to the bonfire with me. And then I actually will be attempting Velstadt. Or actually, I'm going down over here. I think this is just the black eye orb, though. Which I don't intend to use, because Lycia doesn't even give you that money. Okay, it's also a fire seed. But Lycia doesn't even give you that much in the way of souls. I get the sneaking suspicion that these guys would just straight up attack me. If he, Come on. Let me buy from you. I know you're a merchant. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of human effigies you sell. I will have to remember this, because I will probably need those. I am not good at this game. I will probably need those. Okay. Back to the bonfire, and then it's time to attempt Velstadt. I am actually worried about Velstadt. He is a pretty tough boss. His run back isn't actually tough. However, it's a bit of a weird one. Oh, and Dark Night Stone. Okay. There's two... Because it's automatic. Oh no. Oh no. That is not a lot of damage. Oof. Ow! I can already see a problem. Nice try. Alright, so I want to try and hit him from the side. Nice try. Because if I hit him from directly behind or directly in front, I run the risk of being too short to hit him. Okay. I don't think I can even stagger him out of his buff there. Uh-oh. Okay. Come on. I'm not even doing triple digits of damage. This is bad. I knew my damage was starting to fall off, but this is... yikes. Oh no. Ah, dear. There we go. Okay, okay. Come on. No, no, we're not doing that. Ow. I'm not even sure I'll be able to do enough damage to aggro Vendrick. Like, even with all the giant souls, I think I might legitimately be unable to do Vendrick. Ow. Oh my. Okay, okay. Was that a 67 I just saw? Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. Okay, okay. Oh my. If that's not one hit, I riot. Okay. Okay. Don't mind me, Vendrick. I'm just coming over here to your clothes. I have no idea why you discarded them. I'm just gonna wait here for the Dragon Rider to go away. Okay. So we're gonna go back to Majula. And figure out what I'm doing from there. Well, obviously I'm going to level, but beyond that, what am I doing? Okay, endurance. Majula's soundtrack keeps cutting out. Nah. Or actually, the bleeding serum might be nice.
Cheers for that.
Where... Alright, actually, back to the crypt. We're gonna go back to the crypt and, see if I can't get... those treasure chests. I just wanted to... Unfortunately, Velstadt doesn't give us a bonfire. A bonfire for Velstadt would have been huge, actually. Like, actually huge. I need to run all the way to the end. And into Vendrick's arena. Because these guys are not going to chase me into Vendrick's arena. They'll turn around. I'm assuming that this specifically is the Crypt of Kings, considering how many old men are depicted here. Get back here. Uh-oh. That one noticed me. That's not good. I just want to kill the Dragon Rider. The Dragon Rider I know doesn't respawn. Once the Dragon Rider is killed, it stops spawning. The rest of you are a little more... There we go, come on. shall we say tenacious? I'm gonna have to hope that my sound doesn't cut out tomorrow. Like, it's not a big deal at the moment. But the sound is starting to cut out a little. Hi. Oh my. Why are you more willing to follow me in here than the thing I actually want to kill? Like, it could... Hang on a second. I think my headphones are 2 years old at this point, so that might be part of it. I use them a lot, so 2 years... They have kind of served their purpose. So I won't be... I'll be a little disappointed, but I can't really be upset. Oh my. Come on. And it's specifically with wind sounds that it doesn't seem to like very much. Come on. Oh no. Well, that was the entire sound cue. Oh no. Nope. No, we don't do that. Yeah, it's cutting out a lot. It could just be this area, because I had that problem with Dark Souls 3 too. There we go. Titanite slab, I will take. Are you the one that I... Which one of you is the one that I actually... Yeah, you. You're more likely to actually come over to me. Cool. There's a chance that one of these has an Estus shard. Torch? Okay. Don't know why that was here. This place is specifically anti-light. Branch of Yore, okay. Okay, that is going to be handy. I don't think any of these are mimics, but I can't exactly remember. Poison throwing knife. And what are you? Dark Stone. Okay, so they just give you 2 Dark Stones straight up through the main story. That's sad. Let's go back to Macduff. Or actually, no. I have to go back to Majula first and then to Macduff. Because I should actually be able to power stance ladles now. Next time I come back to the Undead Crypts is going to be for either Agdane's human effigies.
Well.
Alright, you should have an Old Mundane Stone. Why is that so much?
No interest.
No, it's not that I have no interest. It's that I'm broke. Let's use all these. Because I want to see if I get more damage from a dark buffed ladle or from a, I think power stancing is going to do more for me. But still.
Visit me.
Alright, attunement skip strength. It's not going to matter if I power stance, though. And then I have to remember not to touch intelligence. Gonna go back to stride. Where did I miss an Estus shard? That is going to bug me. I'll probably wind up looking that up at some point. Trade. No. Okay. So now that we've done that, we're going to go back to Macduff's workshop, and we are going to mundanify the other ladle. And then it's back to our old friend in the Iron Keep for some damage testing. Infuse. Where is mundane? There we go. Okay, so Iron Keep, Iron Keep, Iron Keep. Aegil's Idol. Actually, there might be one in Castle Drang Lake, because I did not go through and undo all of the doors. That could be where I missed it. That said, I have no interest in fighting the Ruin Sentinels. Again. Alright, so 322. And considering if I do go this route, it's going to wind up being broken pretty much all the time, I may as well preemptively break the ladle. How does power stancing even work? Because I've heard of it, and I know it's a thing. In Elden Ring as well, but I have genuinely no idea how it actually works. I should probably have looked that up before equipping the ladle. Oh well. Down we go. Come on! I'm actually going to be so sad when this guy despawns. Alright, so 258. Wait, what? Okay, so wait. What? I know my damage didn't actually go up. I need to rebalance my stats. Oh boy. Okay, I think I might actually go use a soul vessel to go rebalance my stats because that is not good. So, it looks like I get a buff just for having a second ladle from the looks of it. Firekeeper's dwelling. So the ladle gives... Okay. So when I have one ladle equipped, everything is at 22 except faith and strength. Unequipped ladle. Okay. So the ladle gives +1 to endurance and vitality and -1 to dexterity. So that means I need I need 2 less in vitality and 2 more in dexterity. Oh wait, adaptability. What? Okay, it also gives adaptability. It gives 2 points in adaptability. So alright, the ladle gives +1 endurance and vitality, +2 adaptability, and -1 dexterity. I have a few soul vessels in case I fuck it up. Let's put... Okay. So it gives +1, so I want 20. Same for vitality. Let's actually get this up to 20. And I think this can go up to 18. It takes... So I think I actually need 24 dex. And then 2 strength. And then I'll go down the list. I didn't... Okay. Next level goes into faith, then. However, once that happens, my right-hand weapon should go up a bit. Where can I actually kill some things real quick? Or, no, let's go back to Majula. Pop the boss souls in my inventory and see if I can use that to bump me up one level. Because I don't want to... I don't want to use another soul vessel. That should be enough. Okay. Okay, so now everything's rebalanced and I just start from vitality and work my way down. I don't have to worry as much about strength anymore because if I'm power stancing... Okay. Apologies for the quick math thing. I think I'm actually going to call it here, because I did get a decent amount of progress. Shrine of Amana and Undead Crypt, not bad. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, you can check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlists so they're easier to find. If you're interested in seeing my announcements, I post them here on Twitch, I post them to YouTube, and I also currently post them to Instagram. If you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I post them to YouTube, TikTok, and when it lets me, because it's weird about this, Instagram. The links to all of that are in the chat now. If you've made it this far and you're curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow it's Lords of the Fallen with Karato. We'll be going through the Fief of the Chill Curse. Thursday and Friday, I will be starting Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm pretty excited for that. I've heard mixed reviews, but I should still have fun with it. And I'll be returning to this run and likely going through Aldia's Keep on Monday. Does anyone mind if I take a brief moment to rant? No? Okay. Or at least nobody's put anything in chat if they do. I am very, very sick of this AI bubble. It is definitely a bubble and it needs to pop ASAP. Absolutely fucking hate it. The worst part is it's not all AI. There's some... Video game NPCs would not exist without some form of AI technology, and they need to be coded in order to exist, in order for a lot of games to function. That part I don't hate. It's generative AI and chatbots I despise specifically. Also all the age verification bullshit and the surveillance tech. But that's more my problem with governments, but let's not get into that right now. But look at this. Look at how peaceful Majula is. Everybody loves Majula. How batshit crazy do you think the fandom would go if this were to be stolen and put into some AI slop game? That's what generative AI does. It takes the things you love, rips them apart into pieces, and then haphazardly slaps them together and throws them up and pretends like it's something new. If I want a collage, I'll get someone to actually make a good-looking collage. At least then I know that the pieces they took had some form of meaning. Chatbots are just as bad, really. I don't mind if someone, say, has a bot in their chat to, like, ward off other bots. I use Nightbot for that. Or Magnifico has one in his chat that summarizes what people are talking about before an ad break. I think that that's more so that he doesn't completely lose the plot regarding what his chat is talking about. Because it is easy to lose track. So I don't mind that aspect either, although the filler words bug me. But people that you really shouldn't be expecting AI to emulate a perfect human conversation, and the fact that some people have been driven to that point is tragic, for one thing, and absolutely fucking ridiculous for another. And now it's also taking our resources from us, because companies can't help but love this new technology that is only going to make their work cheaper and our lives more miserable. The AI bubble cannot pop soon enough. I'm sorry about that. I just needed to rant. I've been increasingly annoyed and not really had anybody to talk to, so it just came out here. Anyway, tomorrow, Lords of the Fallen. Thursday and Friday, Dragon's Dogma 2, and I'll be back to this game on Monday. One moment. I am going to have to raid and run because I don't want spoilers, but Pikachu is playing Silent Hill F, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.